Everybody loves Khamzat Chimaev. Or not. This UFC rising star has been at the center of a lot of news stories and conversations recently. Basically, everyone is talking about Khamzat Chimaev. We discussed what other UFC pros think about him in our previous video. However, in this video, we will be looking at what his coach has to say about him, as well as the Eagle FC boss, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and boxing legend, Mike Tyson. Stick around to find out more. Currently ranked 3rd in the UFC welterweight rankings, Khamzat Chimaev started in the UFC a little over 2 years ago. He is still referred to as a newbie and hasn't really had a chance to face the big boys of the welterweight division. Obviously, this didn't make him happy, but he managed to smash his way through every opposition that came his way, maintaining an undefeated record. On and on, Khamzat Chimaev had been raving, both on social media and in interviews, that he was coming for the welterweight championship title, currently wrapped around Kamaru Usman's waist. He also made it clear that he would destroy anyone and everyone in his path to the top place of the welterweight division. This in itself got a lot of reactions from UFC fighters and ex-fighters alike. Recently, Chimaev finally got a chance to face one of the big boys at UFC 273. He faced Gilbert Burns, who was formerly ranked number 2 in the UFC welterweight rankings. Chimaev finally got a chance to back all his words with the appropriate amount of action. And while the match was an amazing one, it ended up being the one that ruined Chimaev's knockout and submission record. Not only did Chimaev win via unanimous decision for the first time in his UFC career, he got hit more times than he hit his opponent. Burns was a big underdog for this fight, and he felt insulted. He promised to test Khamzat's will, and he did just that as he posed a real challenge for the young prospect. Khamzat started the fight pretty well, but Burns used his experience and turned things around in the second round. He dropped Khamzat with an overhand right, but Khamzat showed an incredible display of heart and will, and he withered the storm and came out stronger. Khamzat's corner was fired up after the second round, and his head coach begged him to follow the game plan. He admitted he got mad at Chimaev for getting into a fist fight with Burns, but he believes this experience would help him develop as a fighter and take a more measured approach against top-ranked contenders. His coach claims that Chimaev underestimated the big boys of the division. He said, "There's a reason these guys are there." Regardless, it was a win for Khamzat Chimaev and a beautiful match for all who saw it. Everyone loved it, and it showed just how prepared he was to face the division's big boys. And with the way things are going, he is sure to get a shot sooner rather than later. There are many people who think very highly about Khamzat Chimaev and his chances of winning the welterweight. One of them is his coach. Khamzat Chimaev's coach, Andre Michael, has praised Chimaev, even comparing him with boxing legend Mike Tyson and former UFC lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov. While this seems like a very ballsy statement, he is very confident with his words, and he believes Chimaev can back it up with his actions. Andreas Michael appeared on Ariel Helwani's show and spoke about Khamzat Chimaev's recent performance in the fight against Gilbert Burns at UFC 273. Michael revealed the game plan he had for Chimaev during the match and what went wrong with him. He said, "The plan was to just box him, keep the jab going because that's the way to handle that situation. He did absolutely everything we didn't work on, and he just wanted to show the people, listen, I'm here. I'm gonna walk through this guy." He added, "But there's a reason these guys are there. The number 1, number 2, champions. They're there because they're effing tough. They're some tough dudes. Respect to them. You need that patience, and that patience comes with experience. Remember, Khamzat has nearly never gone past the first round." It seems like Andres Michael isn't the only one who has something to say about the fight and Chimaev's performance. Khamzat Chimaev himself had a couple of words to say about his performance. Considering the number of dangerous moments he had during his bout with Gilbert Burns, Chimaev blames himself for getting into that position in the first place. At the UFC 273 post-fight press conference, Chimaev said, "I was too excited to knock him out. I was saying to everybody all week I was going to knock him out in 1 round. I tried to knock him out. That was wrong for me from the beginning. The guy was tough, and I didn't accept that. From the first second to the last second, I tried to finish him. Next time, I'm going to work to be a little bit smarter. I'm going to smash somebody." It wasn't something surprising from him, but it was wrong for me. My coach told me all the time, "You love to throw down and work more technical. I just want to take his head off. Next time, I'm going to work for that." It seems like Chimaev knows where he went wrong. While he plans to go back and watch the fight, he has already been able to decipher some of the problems he had in this fight. He said, "I already know what I did wrong," Chimaev said. "From the beginning, I tried to knock him out. My coach said to me, start slowly, work with your jab, and defend. I just go in and just did some crazy stuff, and I dropped him, and I got more excited. I tried to finish him. I needed to let him up and knock him out again. I'm going to watch my fight one more time, what's happening there. I don't care about this stuff. I'll fight again against somebody else." Though Chimaev and Burns engaged in a variety of trash talks before the fight, when it was over, Chimaev not only embraced Burns, but also paid tribute to him after the fight. He even stopped to check on Burns as he received medical care backstage. Chimaev mentioned that he had noticed that people had the wrong impression of him, and even though he is trying to build anticipation for the fight, he still holds his opponents in high regard. He said, "I said for all the guys in the UFC, they think I don't respect the guys," Chimaev said. "This is the game. I tried to play with this in mind and let him make some mistakes. I love that stuff. I've been watching all the time, all the UFC stuff. I try to learn something from everyone, and I respect all my opponents. Everyone does this for their family." He added, "Actually, it was a little bit hard to fight him because I see his kids. They come to me, 'You fight my daddy.' And I said, shit. Fuck, I don't need that. I don't want to fight with some daddy. I need some killer like me who will kill somebody and don't care about that shit. I go to him and I said, 'I respect you, brother. Sorry for punches.' And we do that for our family and to have fun as well." While Chimaev's coach stated how Chimaev threw the game plan out the window, he also compared Khamzat Chimaev with other legends, saying, "Remember, Khamzat has nearly never gone past the second, the first round. It's like Tyson. The first time that he went for the 12 rounds, everyone was like, oh my God, he got exposed, you know? What did they say about Khabib, for example? When he fought against Tibau. Great fighters, but it's how you handle adversity, and not every performance can be spectacular." He also spoke about the criticism that Chimaev experienced, considering Chimaev's win wasn't as dominant as he promised it would be. Some even went as far as to question Chimaev's conditioning, but Michael disagreed with them, claiming that Chimaev would not be able to win if it were true. Regardless, it is important to note that while his opponent was a much better fighter than he was, Chimaev still managed to find a way to win. Basically, one of the benefits of this fight is that he was able to prove a lot of critics wrong about his ability to face tougher oppositions. Burns was one hell of a fighter, and Chimaev was a living testimony to that effect. Chimaev took more damage in that one fight than in his entire UFC career. However, it seems like he's okay with that, as he said, "I like that shit. I love my face bloody and sweaty and kick somebody, punch somebody, make money. I got 50 G's. I'm happy." Before, I didn't get that fight. It was my first fight like that. I loved it. I was waiting for that for a long time. I had 10 fights and 10 finishes, but this fight happened. I bled, sweat, and fought 3 rounds. It was an exciting and worthy match, and I believe Andres Michael is proud of Khamzat Chimaev for his win. Let's hear your thoughts in the comment section below, and hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video. Also, subscribe to the channel for more amazing content like this, and we will see you next time. Bye.